Stop scrolling. It's your birthday morning. Your phone is silent. No notifications. No happy birthday texts flooding in. And you feel relief. Not sadness. Relief. Does that make you weird? Broken? Cold? No. It makes you human. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why some people treat their birthday like any other Tuesday. Because there are 3 psychological reasons behind this, and understanding which one is yours might just change how you see yourself. Let's dive in. Picture this. You're sitting at work or scrolling through Instagram, and suddenly you remember. Oh. It's my birthday. But there's no excitement. No butterflies. Just nothing. Meanwhile, your coworker is planning their birthday week like it's a national holiday. Dinner reservations, Instagram countdowns, coordinated outfits for the group photo. And you're thinking, why don't I feel that? What's wrong with me? Here's the truth. Nothing is wrong with you. Your brain just processes celebration differently. And psychology has mapped out exactly why. Let's start with category 1. The painful reason. Some people don't celebrate their birthday because deep down, they never felt like their birthday was worth celebrating. This isn't about being humble or low-key. This is about wounds that never healed. Imagine you're 8 years old. It's your birthday. You spent all week reminding everyone. You told your friends at school. You even picked out the cake flavor. The day arrives. You're wearing your favorite outfit. The table is set. And then, no one shows up. Your mom smiles and says, "It's okay, sweetie. We'll celebrate just us." But inside, you learned a lesson that day. Expecting things leads to disappointment. Psychology calls this learned helplessness. When you experience repeated letdowns, your brain stops expecting good things. It's a defense mechanism. If you don't get excited, you can't get hurt. So year after year, you stop caring. Not because you don't want to be celebrated, but because caring became too painful. These people grow up and when their birthday rolls around, they brush it off. It's just another day. But underneath, there's a kid who's still waiting at that empty table. And that silence, it's not peace. It's protection. Now let's talk about category 2. The overwhelmed ones. These people aren't avoiding their birthday out of pain. They're drowning in life and birthdays just slip through the cracks. Work deadlines, kid schedules, bills, family drama, health issues. Their life is on fire, and they're just trying not to burn. Morning meetings, back-to-back calls, assignments due, errands to run. They blink, and suddenly it's 9 p.m. Oh. It was my birthday today. Psychologists call this time blindness. When you're operating in pure survival mode, special days stop feeling special because you're not living. You're just surviving. But here's what people don't talk about. Sometimes, being too busy for your birthday is actually avoidance in disguise. Because if you slow down long enough to celebrate yourself, you might have to face the question you've been running from. Am I happy? Is this the life I wanted? Am I just going through the motions? Staying busy is easier than sitting with that. So the birthday passes. No cake. No candles. No moment to pause and ask, is this really what I want my life to be?
And then there's category 3, the evolved ones. These people know it's their birthday, they're not in pain, they're not overwhelmed, they just don't need a calendar date to validate their existence. This is emotional maturity on a different level. Research shows that people whose happiness depends on external validation, parties, attention, gifts, likes, comments, are emotionally fragile. One bad birthday can wreck them, but people who know their worth, they don't need a yearly reminder that they matter. Psychology calls this self-determination theory. Real happiness comes from autonomy, growth, and inner satisfaction, not from how many people show up to your dinner or how many Instagram stories tag you. These people will tell you straight up, I don't need candles and cake to prove I'm valuable. I know I matter. Every single day, not just the day I was born. And here's the most interesting part. This mindset doesn't just apply to birthdays. People who treat their birthday like a normal day apply that same philosophy to everything. They don't chase the spotlight. They don't perform for social media. They don't need external applause to feel accomplished. Their happiness is an inside job. But here's what nobody tells you. Just because you don't celebrate doesn't mean you never feel lonely. You're still human. The difference is you've learned that every day is special if you make it special. You don't need society's permission to celebrate your existence. You do that quietly, in your morning coffee, in finishing a book you loved, in a walk that clears your head. For you, life isn't a once-a-year event. It's a daily practice. And that's beautiful. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. Which category are you really in? Are you not celebrating because you've been hurt too many times and you're protecting yourself? That's category 1. And if that's you, Hio, Army, clearly, you deserved better. Those people who didn't show up, that's on them, not you. Your birthday was always worth celebrating. You just needed people who knew how to show up. And it's not too late to heal that. Are you not celebrating because you're so overwhelmed that life is just passing you by in a blur? That's category 2. And if that's you, maybe your birthday is trying to tell you something. Maybe it's a signal to stop, breathe, and ask yourself, am I living or just surviving? Because survival mode isn't supposed to be permanent. Or are you not celebrating because you've genuinely found peace in yourself and you don't need external validation to feel whole? That's category 3. And if that's you, own it. No apologies, no explanations. You don't owe anyone a performance. The truth is, whether you throw a massive party or treat your birthday like a random Wednesday, both reveal something about your psychology. For some, it's unresolved pain. For others, it's misplaced priorities. And for some, it's pure peace. The question isn't whether you cut a cake or not. The question is, where do you find your sense of worth? In the noise outside or in the quiet inside? And here's the hard part. Sometimes you think you're in category 3 when you're actually in category 1. You tell yourself, I'm just mature, I don't need all that. But deep down, there's a part of you that wishes someone cared enough to remember without you having to remind them. And that's okay. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you human. So if this video made you think about yourself differently, drop a comment and tell me, which category are you in? The hurt one, the overwhelmed one, or the evolved one? And if you resonated with this, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because somewhere out there, someone is beating themselves up for not feeling excited about their birthday too. Thinking they're broken, show them they're not. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one where we decode another human habit and figure out why we do what we do.